Apparently Twitch is finished because one gentleman decided to go a little bit too far when meeting and greeting his favorite Twitch streamer. The red circle indicates that this hand has gone too far. But let's see just how far.
Twitch is officially finished, as their streaming site always seemed unsafe, but that's nothing compared to how at their convention, they essentially served up their top streamer to a predator, as EMIRU made her way to this year's TwitchCon, where her and her friends seemed uneasy about doing meet and greets.
The reason I canceled my meet and greet is I don't want to be in the same place for 2 hours. Because of people being weird.
Okay.
And then I'm under contract with them, so I can't cancel one and not cancel the other.
Interesting. Oh.
So as a Twitch streamer, you've got to keep moving at all times. You can't stand still for too long because you just increase the chance that some weirdo's going to make his way towards you.
I'm sorry,
I kept my
Emmy.
meet and greet because I wanted to keep my show. Surely it'll be
I'm
fine.
sorry, Emmy.
I'm sure everyone will be nice.
But they weren't, as while signing something, this disgusting individual
Why
was
is it
able
blurred
to walk
out?
up and assault her.
Whoa.
Okay, I don't think that needs to be blurred out. I've got another link here. I will continue watching this, but this is what should have happened, unless this is blurred out as well. So the guy basically went in to sort of kiss her neck, from what I can see. Now, obviously, he completely overstepped the line. Should never even come into his head to, well, I guess people are going to do and think what they're going to think, but you certainly should never action that thought that went into his head. Yeah, you say Mike Tyson bite. You never know. People are pretty strange. There's some parasocial business going on with those top streamers, you know. They get some big donations. They get some real committed viewers. My viewers like to insult me all the time, so I know that if I go to a con, I'm going to get insulted or attacked. So I already know. But EMIRU doesn't know this yet. So she found out, unfortunately. That's so inappropriate. It's so, he's already gone more than enough. I assume he was next in queue because this guy didn't seem to stop him, or anyone seemed to stop him. From what I've heard, and it will get mentioned in the video most likely, she wanted to bring a security, but Dan Clancy, I think he's the guy that runs Twitch, said that she wasn't allowed to have it or something like that, and that then maybe they'll supply their own security, but obviously he didn't do a good enough job of actually stopping this guy barreling in. Now, he's a big guy, but the other guy came in and punched her back, pushed her back. Look, that guy. And he was from a distance. So he did a good job there, reacting as he did, but if he's supposed to be security, then he should have already been standing there where this guy is. So I don't know if that guy is proper security and he's reacted well, but reacted too late. Because if I can't say, because I don't know. Her security guard, who was also her boyfriend. Oh, I see. Is that part of the issue? I don't know. For you, he's a big guy. For you, yeah. He gets the right response, to be quite frank. He gets pushed right back, which is more than, well, less than he deserves. Let's face it. The audacity to go and do that to someone suggests that you just don't seem to understand social etiquette whatsoever. I'm not a particularly social person. I don't think many people are that probably watch me. That's an insult to all of you. But what I'm trying to say is, I think we all know that that was wrong to do, even if you aren't in many social situations. So the fact that he just walks in there as if he earns it or deserves to be able to do that, and she's going to be completely okay with this, that's a nutcase thing to do. It is a complete nutcase thing to do. There's no doubt about it. At first, it kind of looked like it could be like a arms around, but not really pulling or anything like that. It's like a kind of an outward hug where there's a gap in the middle. But then he definitely goes way too deep. There, that's the overstep. Not to mention, that's pretty overbearing. Imagine being a girl who's about 5'3" or whatever the heck she is, and this guy who looks like he's about 6'2" or 6'3", and a big lad as well, just completely Microphone decided to go. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah, imagine that. Him just like completely pouncing on you. That's terrifying. Boom.
Whoa.
Okay. See if I can fix the mic. There we go, Mr. Microphone. We all good? All well behaved?
That's crazy. Holy.
As he then appears to just casually escape.
Yeah.
It's terrifying to know how exposed you truly are only after someone takes advantage of that. As sadly, this is the same streamer that got attacked in Santa Monica, where less than 7 months ago, some
This one's really... I haven't seen this, but these lasses... It's good that they're in a group, but I've seen some of these kind of clips like this, and they totally need to have a bodyguard or security with them, because there's just obviously nutcases out there that just don't have that bit in their brain that says, no, this is not appropriate.
other stalker attacked her and her friends there.
Hey, stop! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Get away from me.
Because they're letting themselves...
Security,
When they're live streaming, they're basically putting out where their location is. So I thought about that if I did a live stream. I'm nowhere near popular enough for anyone to ever bother to turn up. But if you do a live stream, here I am walking through said village. Even if you try to keep it vague and don't exactly give proper details of where it is, people are clever, especially on the internet. They can track down where you are pretty easily. Live chat can basically say where you are at any point. They'll go, oh, I've actually found out where they are. They're over here. And then someone might be reading that chat going, oh, I'm near that area. I'm going to go check it out. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that think that way aren't the type of people to go, oh, hi there. I'm a big fan. It's lovely to see you. May I have an autograph or a picture? If not, then have a great day. Thank you for seeing. Thanks for being here. And I love your work. And that's it. No, those type of people are just going to literally just pounce on them for some reason.
please, please.
As obviously the girls were pretty shaken up, just realizing how defenseless they truly are and what little local law enforcement can do to protect them. So you'd wonder if they'd bolster their teams with a bodyguard. But tragically, she just talked about how TwitchCon banned her private security.
I had a security guard 2 years ago where there was a guy following me around TwitchCon, and he like asked him to stop multiple times. My guard asked him and the guy wouldn't stop, so he grabbed the guy, but he didn't like hurt him. He was just holding the guy until like the con security came. And then for some reason they're like, yeah, because your security guard touched him, he's like perma-banned from the venue forever.
So Twitch, knowing that she has a history of stalkers, not only from the live streams they cash in on, but the last TwitchCon they ran. And in response, they took measures to protect the predators from her security. Obviously, these live stream girls don't feel comfortable doing these events. They're openly admitting it on Twitter.
Yeah, but let's be a little bit honest here. They know what kind of audience they're cultivating as well, a lot of these lasses. Let's just be a little bit frank, okay? No one deserves to get creepy people following them, but at the same time, you can't be too surprised that it happens if you basically set yourself out as a personality or a person that encourages that kind of behavior by incentivizing donations, etc., based on what you're wearing and your attention that you give to those people. You know the type. There's a lot of streamers out there that will basically they'll manipulate the situation, and they know it's not healthy. You know it's not healthy for the person who's donating or feeling like they're genuinely attached to this person. Like, I like the people in my chat. We're good mates and stuff like that. And I'd be quite happy to meet some of you. I actually have met a couple of you in real life. And like you say, I met at BlizzCon, met Dylan. He came up to me, very well-spoken gentleman. We got a photo taken together. I met Grubby. I met Back to Warcraft. All reasonable, great people. But these streamers, I don't really watch their streams too much because I'm not really into that, but I know there's a lot of creepy people that watch them, and they know that these creepy people watch them, but they don't change their behaviors to adjust for that. They still continue doing what they're doing because they're hoping that it's not going to happen, but they're putting themselves out there for it to happen. So it's kind of like saying, you don't deserve what you get. I don't think that, because at the end of the day, they don't deserve it. It's as simple as that. Like these people, no one deserves that, to have these creepy people come up. But you also can't be surprised. If you want to protect yourself as much as possible, if that is your true concern, then you should be also putting in limits and how you interact and behave with your audience to not encourage them to become that creepy, right? There's got to be a balance there.
Twitch, but in order to
Would I meet you? Yeah. Do you want to pay for my flight, Croyville? Pay for my flight to go to America. I'll take it. I would actually meet you, but that's all right. I kind of want to go to America again. I wouldn't mind go to Virginia or whatnot. 1v1 me in basketball. You destroy me. I don't play basketball. I haven't played basketball since I was in like secondary school.
keep their show, they need to surrender their security and basically be served up to whatever predators Twitch's product attracts. As just over a week ago, they promised the presence of armed law enforcement, since several of their streamers expressed concerns over their physical safety.
It's
with
America, I
Asmongold
suppose.
outright saying women should not attend this event, where Tectone pointed
Bruh. Is that how bad it is? It's just like I'm saying, you've got to put a bit of protection in for yourself. But the fact that people can't control themselves that much, that you can't go there as a woman, because these people, these animals, effectively just cannot contain themselves to just act with decorum, is crazy. It is. There's a lot of weird parasocial behavior, and Twitch is responsible for cultivating that at the end of the day. It really is.
where Tectone pointed out if they can't even moderate their own website, how are they going to moderate real life? As even I thought about going to TwitchCon this year, but after hearing Asmongold, Tectone, and even Hassan were worried about being assaulted, and keep in mind these are all 6'3" plus large individuals, I figured they know more about it than me, so I stayed home too. As Twitch claimed, they'd keep you safe, saying they have world-class teams protecting attendees, partnering with San Diego PD and other law enforcement agencies. But somehow all EMIRU got were these two completely useless
Okay, so they were supposed to be... I'll let him finish his sentence, but I assume they were supposed to be security then.
individuals, only able to get there after the attack as individuals.
This guy was behind, like, an office unit, you know, where they have, like, office partitions. So I don't know whether they have a computer behind there or something. So maybe he's checking the computer to see people. So it's kind of like security in that sense, but not security as in, like, standing next to her. Because you ever seen these videos now? A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers need the security. It's crazy. I see these videos with these YouTubers that go to rallies, both in America or in England, and typically, or they go to other areas in Europe, they'll typically have at least one, maybe two bodyguards with them, because people be crazy nowadays. And it's almost, it's a different world now. It's a more violent world, I think, right? There's a lot of people that behave well in society, but it only takes a few of the nutcases, and now there's more nutcases than ever for it to break through and try to get past. And even with these bodyguards, you still see people actually attack these YouTubers, even with the bodyguards there, because they're so brazen, because basically police don't do shit about it. Whereas this is an actual event, so you shouldn't really have to worry about police there. So I don't see why she couldn't have had her own security guard, someone actually just genuinely standing there. And now, I suspect if Twitch is going to ever do a TwitchCon again, I very much doubt Twitch is finished because of this. They have their own problems, really. There's enough problems Twitch have, but maybe this is the icing on the cake. Who knows? But they can't really argue the point of saying, oh, you're not allowed your own security now after this. Because you will say to them, well, your security didn't do anything. So are you going to secure me? Probably not. And if lawsuits come into this, money talks, and money will definitely decide. So yeah, let's continue watching.
Only able to get there after the attack as they were positioned a whole way away, letting her attacker easily escape. Now they did make a statement about the attack, saying the individual responsible for allowing the situation to occur has been removed from their position, then went right back into...
Yeah, that doesn't sound like it's properly addressing the situation. The issue isn't... I mean, it is because he wasn't there to do his job, but it was also like... It didn't like he was maliciously causing a problem or anything. He just literally wasn't doing the job properly, right? But they need to have better security overall. And they said only one person got removed. I doubt the woman was doing that much. Which one? At least the bloke pushed the other guy back. So I can't imagine. You can't have like again, you can't... What was it? Didn't Donald Trump or something like that have like... was it Donald Trump or one of these Americans, these top ones? You got like those female security guards, and God bless them, they're trying. But when it comes to life and death situation, do you want a 5'4" woman defending you, or do you want a 6'4" bloke defending you? It's as simple as that, really. It's not really trying to be like women can't do this and men can't do that. It's just which one do you want? If you have to make a choice, they both cost the same amount of money. You can't really like.
Acting like business as usual. I wouldn't be surprised if this girl.
If you're trying to block a bullet, a body is a body. But which body is better at blocking the bullet? A 6'4" broad-shouldered man or a 5'3" slimish woman?
And her entire team outright quit overnight, and nobody would blame them because they're literally putting their life on the line for Twitch. All this posturing like you'll protect these girls, seemingly forcing them into uncomfortable situations.
She could be slim but more dense. Are you saying she's got a lot of junk in that trunk?
By dangling
How
their
dare
shows
you?
in front of them and then banning their personal security guards. This carefully curated scenario couldn't be any more pro-pervert if they tried. As the most fucked up part about all of this is, what if this wasn't just a pervert? What if this was like what happened to that singer Christina Grimmie, where at a meet and greet, an insane fan shot her? Which can talk about all the world-class security they want, but absolutely nobody should trust anything they say. So hopefully EMIRU and her team get all the help they need. They sue TwitchCon for every cent they have, ensuring she never has to stream on that insane platform ever again, and Amazon finally goes in and cleans house at Twitch.
There it is. Right, well, in my opinion, I think no one should be doing that ever, right? We can all live in a civilized world, ideally, but in reality, we can't. And how can you possibly know who's a nutcase and who isn't? So this is unfortunately one of those situations where it's not like she could do much to stop it. Even if she had her own security, I think that would have helped more. But would that guarantee that the guy doesn't still get in there or stab her or shoot her? How do you stop that? I assume that TwitchCon, they have some way to detect guns and stuff. But crazy people are gonna crazy.